Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Hey,
Here's Mariota. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
they? When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We got this. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the ready. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Bravo. Mike. Yeah. Watch quick. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Hit it.
On 1st down, Costello looking long for Westbrook. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
To throw on 2nd down. Costello, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here we go.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. From the gun, Costello. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you a point, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Let's go, defense.
Throwing is Mariota. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike 50. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. He'll return it from the 6. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Costello looking long for Westbrook. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Hey, 4 down. 24 is the mic. Oh, that's cut. 24 is the mic. Watch the screen. Pass.
To throw on third down. Costello. Open man is Westbrook, complete. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Costello. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, echo. Hey, Mike 20. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Hey, just hit it.
Looking to throw. Costello. And his throw here's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll make it third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Check 55, Mike. I'm coming. Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello looking for Kelce on the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Taking it about the 16.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a very tough 3rd and 15 forthcoming. 3rd and long here for Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A 1st down carry for Henry, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Blue down. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Calais Campbell in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. The kick by Marr is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Harold Landry in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Come on. You better quick. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the slip.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to look deep down the field, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mariota now from the 50. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello, he's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Box drop, box drop.
What you got, Abby? Give me some. Give me some. What we got?
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Costello, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, Goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt.
Shift. 3. Switch.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. Mariota hands to Henry. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Yannick Ngakoue. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he's able to get it out of there. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
54. Stay with your man.
Five.
Mike 5-4.
Throwing on first down. Costello. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Costello. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Rip left.
Go.
Check Mike 54. Let's go.
Throwing again. Costello. And this is going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, orbit.
24's the mark. Get the ball.
25.
From the gun, Costello. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitch...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the crowd call.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. 2nd down and inches. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, exit.
It's 2nd and 6. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Harold Landry in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Costello. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try to pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Watch the shit.
Following the interception here, Mariota forced out to his left, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, Make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Going to run again here with Pollard. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st down, Costello. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. 30, 20, touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Mariota. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, They need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Costello. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2 times.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Mariota. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Mariota's throw caught by Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mariota again. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. Mariota
now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%. To the air again, Mariota. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
On second down, it's Henry, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good, a 7-point margin. It's 20-13 now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Let's go. 50. Plant. Bravo.
Double time. Hey. 4 down. 24 is the mark. Hey, pick your game up.
To throw on second down, Costello. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter.
Switch.
On second down, Smallwood taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Jaguars. Wendell Smallwood, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing and then throw in the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on motion man. Mike 50. Come on. Here we go.
Mariota to throw for it on fourth. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Calais Campbell and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Dirty base.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Costello. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Justin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Come on. Where are they, team?
Let's go. One. Mike 5-4.
Delta.
5-4. Squeeze, double.
Mariota on first down. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On 1st and 10, Costello, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 55.
Looking to throw. Costello. And it's knocked away and incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And they work this out past the 25. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Throwing on 1st down. Costello. And that'll be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello, and he's going to go down again. Jeffrey Simmons, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Jacksonville, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.